Be on guard. One more down. Again. Run, up the path.
Dakenwares, stay calm, don't let them surround you. No matter. Come help us. Dakenwares were an unwelcome surprise. My men fought bravely. We'll have to save the greetings for later. Follow me!
What's this? How did you get here?
Calm yourself, Phineas. Our friend here helped us seal the rear entrance. We're all thankful for your heroics in the swamp. Especially those scouts whose lives you saved. I have no doubt that you'll prove your worth again.
I don't doubt your worth. Your timing is just uncanny. No matter. Jane is doing her best to flood these mines with her men. Their numbers are great, and they've employed a fearsome creature. An old, blind, but powerful war beast. It trampled many of our men. We fell back and collapsed the main entrance, but others remain. For now, we are just trying to hold the Azunites back.
I met her soldiers outside. How long since the fighting began?
3 days, and we won't last another. Listen, Queen Rosalind will want to see you. She's still in her court. Just follow the path up the well.
The Azunites are a formidable enemy. How have you fared against Jane Cassander?
Not well. We're trying to seal all the tunnels that connect to the surface. But Jane has hundreds of soldiers, and they attack from every direction at once. It's only a matter of time before we're overrun.
The well? I assume that's what we're standing in at the moment.
The deep well, actually. That's what the dwarves called it, when they were here. This chamber led to all the riches found in these mines. The wellspring of dwarven culture. The name was a mark of respect.
There must have been hundreds of dwarves living in these mines. What happened to them?
They died, honorably, in the service of Her Majesty. Too great a sacrifice. I don't mean to insult the good queen. Azunai knows the loss weighs heavily upon her.
This isn't the sort of mine I expected. Is there anything else I should know?
I'm sure you've noticed more than a few oddities here, like the floating rocks. Dwarven geomancy is still strong in the mines, even if the dwarves are dead. This magic is their greatest legacy. Geomancy governs everything here, even the air you breathe.
I'll go and find the Queen. Good luck to you.
We'll stay here a while longer and make sure that the tunnels will hold. I'll see you at the court.
It's good to see you again. May Azunai keep you safe.
That's quite a hole in the ground. Very impressive, as holes go.
Careful. Those flare-ups will cook you alive. There won't be any more explosions like the blast of 943. The dwarves built these magic fans to keep the air clear.
Alright, Inquisitors. We shall run up and say hello to the Queen. And then...
Don't worry. Those platforms are safer than they look. Just touch the crystal to make it move.
Feels solid enough.
But is it solid enough? That's the question here.
That's a long way down. Deep well indeed.
Strange, isn't it? They call it the Stone Stream. Been here for years, and it still confuses everyone but Phineas.
What do you think the Queen is like? Bit young for me, I suppose, but maybe one of her handmaids.
Her Highness is just through this passageway. Please hurry.
No frills here. I suppose one shouldn't expect too much of a royal court in exile.
I cannot believe the royal court has come to this.
We shall never abandon Queen Rosalind. Not that we have anywhere else to go.
I don't think this court will last much longer, dear. Do you?
Queen Rosalind had a dozen maids in Glayson, but we are all that's left.
Is it true? Are you really from the 10th Legion?
Yes, we are from the 10th Legion. And we intend to give Jane Cassander a good kicking.
I worry about my husband in these drafty caverns. He'll catch his death.
Too old to fight, they told me. Bah!
No offense, but that does happen. And, well...
My lands, my fortune, even my sons. Jane Cassander took them all from me.
I don't think this court will last much longer, dear. Do you?
I can scarce believe my eyes.
Oh.
Queen Rosalind, these are our friends from the swamp, the ones who helped us escape.
You!
Yeah?
You couldn't know them, my queen. Perhaps you saw the kinsmen in a painting, so they only seem familiar.
I saw you in the Mournweald, when you spoke to the golden-haired child. Was it only a dream?
I was there, and I spoke to the child, just as you say.
I've met the
This is
child
interesting.
before, but only in dreams. 3 nights ago, I saw him again. The child said that Jane and her army were near. That's why I told Lord Devonsey to collapse the front gate.
Did the child say anything more?
Only that help was coming. 3 days after the siege began.
Jane was clever this time. She traveled only by night, and she kept her army small and silent. We would never have been ready if the Queen hadn't warned us.
You said that you've met the child more than once?
The first time was the night my father was killed, and we fled his court in Glayson.
It was Her Majesty's dream that led us safely here. She kept her calm. So young, but very much a queen.
Every time Jane comes close to catching us, the child warns me and we escape. It's happened twice more since Glayson.
Your Majesty, I was sent here to find you. The Legion seeks an alliance with the royal court.
An alliance? I'm not sure the Queen is ready to take such a radical step.
Am I not? My father refused to reconcile with the Legion. He kept his pride and lost himself a kingdom. If not for these Legionnaires, you would still be trapped in the swamp, and I would be at Jane Cassander's mercy. For that alone, I trust them.
This is not a matter of trust, Your Majesty, but of appearances. The Legion murdered your grandfather.
If Jane gets hold of the Queen, it won't matter what the people think. We can help you defend this place.
And in return, the Queen must promise an alliance? Those who mistrust the Legion will say that her hand was forced.
I'll hear no more talk of my grandfather's murder. Whatever the truth may be, these Legionnaires are our guests, and our friends.
The signal? So soon? Jane moved faster than we thought. We're not ready to repel her.
Jane and her army found a way into the mines?
2 ways, actually. We collapsed the main entrance, but we didn't have time to seal the others. She's attacking all the breaches at once. Must be driving her people hard.
Give us your leave, and we'll help you defend this place.
A poor queen I should be if I refused the help of a friend. Lord Devonsey can tell you where you're needed most.
Jane's soldiers are pushing their way into the mining tunnels above and below us. I'd thought to collapse those tunnels more quickly, but my people are too few. We need to drive back the enemy soldiers, set black powder charges at each of the mining tunnels, and get out of the way before they collapse.
When the tunnels are sealed, is there any other way for Jane to get inside?
Only one. A half-finished tunnel at the base of the deep well. I'd hoped to seal all the entrances but that one, force her to attack us there. But the present circumstances may work in our favor. The lower entrance won't seem so much like an obvious trap. Assuming, of course, that we can stop her forces in the mining tunnels.
How many of your soldiers are left?
Just the few you saw in the swamp. page boys and destitute lords, most of them.
No time to waste then. I'll head for the mining tunnels.
Roderick is my officer in charge. He's probably on his way to the tunnels.
And thank you. It means a great deal to have the Legion at my side.
I see that everyone's been introduced. Please, Legionnaire, come speak to me when you have a moment. Welcome to our home. Not the most lavish of courts, I'll admit, but it's not without a certain homely charm. Still, what little we do have is at risk. You know this all too well, I'm sure. The battle for this mountain will determine the Queen's future, but also at issue are the riches of the past, dwarven treasures that must be preserved.
What do dwarven riches matter when the mountain is under siege?
I speak of geomancy. Lord Devonsey risked the lives of his men to save me, for I have the power to move Earth. My knowledge must be shared. Imagine what even a dozen men such as myself could do to shape a battlefield. If the dwarven geomages yet lived, against all their power and knowledge, Jane would have no hope of entering these mines.
I can very well imagine what some of you people would do with that type of power. And I think we should be the ones that have it first. I mean, the Legion would be happy to assist you? Yeah, assist you. Yeah, we'd be happy to assist you in this.
You mean to use geomancy to fight Jane?
For now, yes. We are at war, and I will stand by my queen unto my dying breath. Someday, perhaps, such magic shall be harnessed to create wonders for all of humanity. But we live in a time when such thoughts are little more than idle folly.
No other royalists know the art?
Students need teachers, and I'm too busy studying the craft to teach it. Every day I learn something new, but I'm years away from being a capable instructor.
Jane is still breaching tunnels. Can geomancy help us right now?
Of course. I still have a role to play in all this, when the time is right. Still, demanding as present needs are, we mustn't neglect the contribution of geomancy to a royalist future. The knowledge must be protected.
The floating stones I've seen. You're trying to protect things like that?
Levitating stones are but a trifle. Humble reminders of Glitterdelve's geomantic dependency. Floating stones, flowing water, even the giant fans. All would be impossible if not.
But can the stone stream help us in battle?
Perhaps. Its effect is pervasive. We might be able to manipulate it to our advantage. Still, that would be a drastic course of action. For the time being, we must protect what we can.
What exactly are you trying to protect?
Geomantic artifacts are scattered throughout these mines. Tomes, devices, enchantments. And Painite. One of the rarest gems in all of Ebb. Key to the greatest accomplishments of geomancy.
Why is Painite so valuable?
Geomancers often used the term facilitator to describe substances that amplified the reach and flow of magic. Among their scholars, no facilitator was accorded higher value than Painite.
You want me to find some Painite, I assume?
Yes, you have a lodestar already, so you'll know how to use this. It's a lodestar that reacts to the presence of Painite. A dozen samples will be sufficient. I will greatly appreciate it if you bring them to me.
I had better head to the mining tunnels.
May the battle go well. Every second that Jane is held back could make the difference.
Mazanites. Must have broken into the mining tunnels, just as Devonsy said.
Devonsy sent you to assist. That's welcome news. My men are stretched too thin. We haven't the manpower to contain all the breaches. These tunnels are already overrun.
You've seen what we're up against. What's our next move?
Collapse those tunnels straight away. We've got a breach at the ventilation shaft to the east. We brought black powder as quickly as we could to the opening, but we're still a few satchels short of what we need. You can find satchels in the mining tunnels. Grab them, make your way to the breach, and help us collapse it.
If these tunnels are overrun, I'll need to know more about the breach.
The ventilation shaft does lead to the outside, but it was made for the gases flowing through Glitterdelve, not us. Be careful over there. It's full of explosive vapors from deep inside the mine. Lots of spark fires, so watch your step.
No time to waste. I'll head for the breach now.
Very good. I'll head to the western tunnels to see how our men fare there. Good luck.
Now this should be a challenge.
Hold them back!
We're going to need a floating platform or we're stuck. Got to be one of those crystals around here. those cannons are stirring up the spider.
Let them through! For the Queen! I'll hold this position in case any more come through.
go. That fuse won't burn for long. Must have been the explosion. explosion that set them off.
those Asenites make it in here, will be the Queen's last line of defense.
Thank the saints you're here. The battle has been going poorly for our side.
Jane's forces have been pressing our lines relentlessly. We've had to fall back several times already.
We'll hold this point. If any of Jane's soldiers break through, they'll have to get past us before they reach the Queen's court.
Still alive, I see. That means plenty of dead Azanites, which makes me a happy soldier. But we're outnumbered here, and the tunnels have been overrun with more of Jane's dogs.
What's the situation in these tunnels?
We have a breach at the old transport shaft. The dwarves built it here, since it's further down the mountain, closer to the main roads. My men weren't able to carry much explosive powder before the attack began. You'll have to find more powder satchels to bring the tunnel down. You might find some in our storage chamber by the incinerator pit, but my men are under attack there.
Anything I should know about the exit shaft?
There's a gemstone cavern on the way there. Only way across it is one of those strange floating rocks. Never liked them. If Jane's men attack you while you're trying to cross, you'll be caught in the open.
An incinerator pit? That sounds dangerous.
Those fissures can spit flames like angry demons, but if you're smart about where you step, you'll be safe. The dwarves use the area for waste disposal. If you ask me, that should include Jane's fanatics. But they're none too cooperative.
I'd better get to the breach right away.
Thank you, Legionnaire. I'll round up a few soldiers and make a stand at the court. I pray it won't come to that.
Heads up. Those men are trapped on the other side. Hurry! Let's move these platforms to make a path.
Legionnaire, move the platform. You won't last long trapped here. Platforms are in place. Move!
breached as well.
The Azanites will never reach the court.
It's like the inside of one of those hollow stones with all the crystals inside. Put the explosives inside. that way.